Giants, 7.5-point underdogs at the Philadelphia Eagles. The total in this game is, I forgot what it was already.
48.5.
48.5. Money is on the over. Money is on the Giants.
Yep, and it's completely understandable. The Giants have been a cover machine this year. They're the best team ATS-wise. The Eagles haven't looked like the Eagles in over a month. The public is completely out on them. If you look right now, Super Bowl odds, 49ers are the favorite right now in the NFC. And 49ers are a favorite with a rookie quarterback in the NFC, and they have to go on the road to Philly if the Eagles win to play them. So very interesting public reception right now of the Eagles, and to me, that's why we're getting value on this game, Chad. This number would probably be closer to 10, especially if the Eagles had just been healthy, right? If they had blown out everyone, if they ended the season, whatever they were going to be, 16-1, 15-2, it would just be a completely different number. But I think the public is just all in on a Giants team after arguably Daniel Jones' best career game of his life against what we would both agree, Chad, is a bad Vikings defense. I mean, it's night and day comparing these two defenses. Again, I'm not the biggest UVOA guy, but at this point of the season, you can take it in because it's literally a factor of the whole season. Eagles against the pass are ranked 2. They are literally the second team against the pass. 29th in football is the Vikings. So am I shocked that Daniel Jones absolutely tore them up through the air, Chad? Not at all. We're getting the Eagles team rested. Everyone I thought was going to come running in on that Eagles number when it was at 7, and they didn't. We saw it. Early money came in on the 7 on the Giants, and it still went up to 7.5, which is nice to know the pros are backing us with the Eagles, but honestly, I knew what going into I was going to take them. It's just a nice spot for an Eagles team at home, well-rested, in that atmosphere. We're going to talk on Thursday about it, though. All these trends, I want to get more of the trends, they all point towards the Giants. It's just historically divisional round. Same thing we talk about the Jaguars. You do historically want to take these big numbers against the 1 seed. It's just been profitable to take these big numbers. So that's one of those where it's another game where I would love to make it my Simon Says. I'm just worried the 7's going to come down to 7. And the 7.5 is going to come down to 7. I just don't want to give people a bad number.
I think it is going to come down to 7.
I do too.
It's already been bouncing around.
It's been bouncing around. We just the money's going to keep coming on the Giants. I just pros as well. Like the early money has not been professional. It's coming on the Giants. I think they were hoping teasers once again and everything would come in on the Eagles, and this number would go up to maybe 8.5, and that'd be a great value to them. I like this Eagles. Even at 8, I would still honestly take this Eagles team. I just see this being a bigger gap than people realize, where the Giants and the Vikings, when we saw them play earlier this year, that game came down to a field goal last second with that Vikings team. It's completely different teams. This Eagles team was the class in the NFC all season. So my only hesitation and doubt with the Eagles, if you are betting them, is what most people are feeling right now, is you just haven't seen Hurts or this team look right in over a month, while the Giants, on the other hand, have been rolling. I think the books are telling you something. You're hanging such a big number. Because even if they hung a 6.5, they would still be getting tons of Giants money. They didn't need to hang a 7.5. The reason they're doing that is protecting against professional money that's coming on the Eagles. So definitely be careful. You've been thinking about loading up on the Giants here. There's just something really fishy about this line.
Sometimes you say stuff like that, and it sounds like you're saying it as an individual. And I've come to realize over the course of a season, when you say stuff like that, there's more behind it than just you saying the books are doing this, so be wary. It's fishy. It feels like there's something I don't know.
Yeah, there always is. I mean, you can't give away all the secrets, right, Chad? That's part of being a magician.
I guess so.
But yeah, I just want to caution people, because I just felt like, especially fans of the show, most of them would just think we'd blindly be on the Giants here. Divisional dog, catching more than a touchdown. I just want them to... Same thing we talked about the Seahawks last week against the 49ers. There should be a little bit of pause here in this matchup. It's just not as easy as it looks.
It's never as easy as it looks, Simon. Otherwise, we'd be going 4-0 every week.
That's true. Well, we had a good season.
We wouldn't be making bad decisions on the Bucs. What do we think of the total here?
I don't know what to do, because I really want to take the over. I just see the Eagles being able to put up a lot of points against this Giants defense. I mean, they played early in the season. I have to go back and look. The Eagles might have beat them 48-22 or something crazy like that. So they played early in this year, both teams healthy, going all out. Neither defenses could really stop the other team's offense. Obviously, the Eagles made stops against that Giants offense, but It's hard to really it's hard for me to give up the under, but that is what I bet. It was 48.5. I took the under. It's down to 48. Once again, I think people should just wait. I think that's a number you just wait on. But to me, if you can find the 7 at any book for the Eagles, that's the bet you make now. I would just wait on the side and total for this one again, because I do think, like Chad just talked about, I think there's going to be a lot of movement on this game, especially when weather might play a factor, because they're predicting right now is rain for this game. So hold off on betting this total just in case of weather and movement.
I'm waiting on the side too. I mean, because right now it's at 7.5, and I want to get it at 7. I do think it'll go back there.
I agree. If you're a Giants, if you want to back the Giants, roll the dice, grab the 7.5 now, just in case of that. Because again, it might go up to 8, and you're going to screw yourself not getting a better number. But if you're going to be with me and Chad, just taking the Eagles, you might as well wait and hope you get down to that 7. Because the difference between 7.5 and 8, it's not that much. It doesn't land on 8 as much as you honestly would think. It's honestly an anomaly at this point, just because of 2-point conversions and extra points misses that we land on 8 anymore. It's just not. You're more likely to land on 9, honestly, than you are at 8 statistically. So that's one of those. Don't get too freaked out if you didn't get the 7.5 with the Eagles.